Tesla. Keyword Tesla. People think that Elon Musk is like Nikola Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
No, the real Tesla, he actually was the brain of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Elon funds the brains. That's different. I love Elon because he's an entrepreneur. Like, think most of the real scientists like that, they're not an entrepreneur.
Right. True.
That's Elon's genius.
Mm.
His real genius ain't getting to Mars. His genius is being the richest guy on the planet.
Yeah.
By not producing the things that he's getting paid to produce. Hey, yo, everybody has a 6-figure goal, but they're only thinking of 100 racks, not realizing that 6 figures goes all the way up to 900K. And I was able to do that with just one digital product in my business. But it's not about how much came in. It's about how much that I missed out on because of information that I did not have. And I don't want you to go through the same thing in your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can take your own IP, your own intellectual property, knowledge and information that you already have, create digital products and digital assets with it. Not only that, but I'm going to teach you the entire framework and system. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money so you don't have to go through the same pitfalls that I had to go through along the way. So go ahead, click the link, and join the masterclass. It is completely free, but spots are limited, so take advantage now. I'll see you on Thursday. Welcome to another episode of It's Crowded Top. I'm your host, AstenCeo. Got the voice of God.
Hey, peace and blessings, beautiful people.
Elon Musk getting over on them rocket scientists. Look, I don't know if people tapped in the last episode. I realized how much rocket scientists making. And if Elon only got paid them rocket scientists that much to get them rockets to Mars. And let's talk about Elon, man.
Wait. So rocket science is like, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that.
Rocket scientists are poor.
I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say.
Say it. As long as it'll fit into the first 8 minutes of you ain't cursing.
Yeah, no, I'm not cursing
saying nothing.
I was just gonna say it's
that's
like
with YouTube too. How can YouTube sits there and says, we don't mind if you curse as long as it ain't in the first however many minutes, and as long as it ain't nothing offensive. I'm like, who deems what's offensive?
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's a whole other episode.
I could be drinking out of a copper mug. Somebody might be like, I like nickel.
Yeah. And then depending on who said it, you might be like, you say what? Wait, you need to enunciate a little bit.
Now, what was you gonna say though? I'm curious.
No, I was just gonna say like rocket science is like the sweatshops for
Nah, I ain't gonna go there.
See what I'm saying? See, you gotta let me live. You gotta trust me. You gotta trust me. You gotta trust me, though.
But let's have a combo about Elon, because I love Elon.
Elon got that Neuralink in his brain.
Elon Musk ain't who people think he is.
Who do they think he is?
They think he's Tony Stark when he's P. Diddy.
Okay, all right, let's get into it. Let's do it. People
think that Elon Musk is Tony Stark, like he's putting all this stuff together like Tony Stark and Iron Man, when he's really P. Diddy. P. Diddy's a producer, but P. Diddy is not putting together the track. He's orchestrating everything.
Yeah.
Elon's not doing the thing. He tells people to do the thing and then goes find the people that'll do the thing.
And what's crazy is everybody is like that besides artists. Everybody does that except an artist.
But I just wonder how Elon got this, how he sold the world on thinking that he is the guy doing the stuff.
Because he's the brain. So this is what I read.
He's not. Here's the thing. People think Elon's the brain. Elon funds the brain. That's what he does.
Okay, so
since day one. I sit there and say, I got this post that goes viral every time I
Mm-hmm.
say about Elon Musk gets paid for not doing anything. People don't know that I study this guy and everything they say he did in the comments, be like, I know that, and no, he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he started PayPal. No, he funded the guys that started
Mm-hmm.
PayPal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he started. No, he funded the whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tesla, keyword Tesla. People think that Elon Musk is like Nikola Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
No, the real Tesla, he actually was the brain of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Elon funds the brains. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's different. I love Elon because he's an entrepreneur. Like, think most of the real scientists like that, they're not an entrepreneur.
Right. True.
That's Elon's genius.
Mm.
His real genius ain't getting to Mars. His genius is being the richest guy on the planet
Yeah.
by by not producing the
Yeah.
things that he's getting paid to produce.
He knows how to get wealthy people excited and give money.
Yes, he knows how to sell ideas.
Mm-hmm.
That's his genius. His genius ain't making an electrical car and putting a rocket into space.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he is wholeheartedly dedicated and believe on getting to Mars for whatever the reason, but that's not his genius.
Yeah.
Whoever's making the calculation and all that to get, that's their genius, but they can't make no money.
Yeah.
It's never the person that's really it's never the scientist. It's never the artist.
Mm-hmm.
It's never the musician. It's they never have the business capacity to make the money. That's why they need an Elon to fund their ideas and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Jay-Z's such a anomaly. It's like, well, you supposed to be a starving artist.
Mm-hmm.
Ho was the first one to be like, nah.
Yeah.
And everybody that's quote unquote artistic, they all pride themselves on being the struggling, starving artist.
Yeah. For whatever reason.
I know the reason because they were told and taught that that's cool to be, and you're supposed to wear that like a badge of honor.
Yeah. 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 But I feel like.
That's just like on some hood stuff or some street stuff. Everybody looks at their struggle, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm.
like you
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
wear that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, you grew up with money, man. I had like that's a thing that's embedded in people. We taught that.
Yeah. This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence. And
Yeah,
Clarence lived at home with both parents.
but that's your goals though. You say you want to have a family and stuff
Yeah.
and kids and have a good home, but you knocking people that had that.
Yeah, I literally saw something today. Cause Jada was on Bud like a few weeks ago, a month ago, whenever that was.
I seen that with his pops and his
Yeah,
son.
and then I
I
saw
didn't watch it, but I seen
it
it.
was a cool episode. And I saw it today. Somebody was like, it was a meme. Jada Kiss went to the private school, and I'm like, here they go.
What's wrong? Yeah.
Here they go. Yeah.
And I know people that come from the. I don't know Jada's background, but I know people that come from the gutter that went to a private school.
Yeah, they still were in the hood, like the worst part of Yonkers. Like, that means nothing.
Yeah, there's a couple names that come to mind right now. They went to a private school because they were really good at something.
Mm-hmm.
Like they could hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was coming up, this one particular private school, they played like a national schedule
Mm.
because they could recruit. Like
Like Oak Hill or something.
they played Oak Hill and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but they would get a kid from the hood
Mm-hmm.
to he be their best player, but he going
Yeah.
to the private school and stuff.
Nice.
You gonna knock him when he turns 45 for going to a private
Because
school?
honestly, it ain't no different than the top ranked whatever, basketball player, football player, whatever, going to Duke or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing.
But it's just people in my city hated on the school because
Mm,
they're like, oh well, they can recruit because they
mm-hmm,
and we had to go to whatever school was in our kids where I'm from were forced to go to a school because their parents happened to live in the neighborhood.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Or
Yeah,
or this is how
it's zoning.
a lot of people, include myself, youth athletics is a lot of adults have messed up a lot of kids' futures
Mm,
where I'm from.
mm.
Uh, and I'll say if it's like that where I'm from, I'm sure it's like that
Right,
in
right.
other places. So say where I'm from, you had to go to I never went to a school I was supposed to go to.
Mm,
We always like you had to like present a utility bill or something. We always found a way to doctor up
mm,
utility bills to go to wherever. But if you transferred somewhere, you had to sit out a year.
mm-hmm,
Kids would transfer, or some adult may find out the kid don't live here, but they're playing for that school.
mm-hmm.
You know, mess up the. I'm like, this kid's 15 years old
Yeah.
or whatever. Or the rule didn't go if you move like out the city or something.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that's in mine right now, they were moving to like another county. They were like trying to take it to court. I'm like, this dude 15 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah,
You and these adults are about to take it to court so he can come back to the school
yeah.
instead of going to where he's supposed to go to. And it wasn't a good environment. Just take sports out of it. It wasn't a
Mm-hmm,
good environment to live.
mm-hmm.
Like this is like some save your life type of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
But they don't know all this other stuff here. They just thinking of
Mm-hmm,
we want this kid to play basketball.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then I grew up even as a kid. I'm like looking at all these adults and they judging these kids that play these sports, and these kids are making bad or dumb decisions or doing illegal things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, he don't want to make it, man. He could do. I'm like, you don't know that he's 15, he's 16, his mama strung out on dope, and he's doing what he got to do because he got two little sisters that he feeds
Right,
every single day.
right, right.
That's why he going to do that dumb stuff.
Mm-hmm,
But y'all don't know. We know that,
mm-hmm.
but they don't know that. So I don't even know how I got off of this. But look, it's something called,
I swear I was just about to be like,
no, it's called, have you ever heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs?
mm-mm.
There's a Maslow, it's basically like a triangle of needs. Kind of just think of the
Like a
food
food pyramid.
pyramid.
Uh-huh.
The foundation of it, say the foundation of the food pyramid is like carbs and
Mm-hmm.
breads and stuff, right? Which we know is BS.
Mm-hmm.
But the foundation of Maslow's hierarchy of needs is like food, shelter, water, basic
Mm-hmm.
survival needs.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many people where I'm from, it's like they're just worrying about the basic necessities of
Mm-hmm.
life,
Mm-hmm.
and people are judging their actions when they can't even get past the framework to think about
Right.
anything else because they're just working on survival.
Mm-hmm.
That's why so with him, I'm like, yo, he can't think of he's missing school because there's a 5 and a 3 year old that's not gonna eat
Mm-hmm.
if he don't
Right.
bring something home to eat tonight because he ain't seen his mama in 2 weeks
Yeah.
and he don't know who his daddy is. But then they be like, man, he could have been.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, you could have helped.
Hmm.
But Elon Musk, you could have helped. Help these people, Elon.
But that Tesla stock, golly.
Nah, but he's like,
Whew, that joint went
he like
hard.
Diddy, bro. And I have so much respect for Diddy because Diddy has orchestrated so much great and timeless music,
Hmm.
and people knock him because he's not sitting there at the board doing this.
Because this is the thing. People don't know the difference between producers and beat makers.
But Diddy got the ear
Hmm.
to hear to hear juicy fruit. Dun, dun, dun.
Because he's a producer.
Juicy. He hears it. He can say, "Oh, I can hear B's voice on that." He grabs the beat maker or producer. He can articulate and communicate how it needs to sound.
Hmm.
He don't know how to work the machine. Make it sound like this. They
Hmm.
do it. That ain't it. That's talent, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what Elon Musk is. That's what Steve Jobs was.
Yeah.
People think that Steve Jobs was the guy that like created this thing. Steve Jobs had the idea and said, "Go make it."
And you know what's crazy? I had this thought in this conversation with myself today. Yes, people, I have conversations with myself, but I'm not crazy. That's what AI is.
Not yet.
But that's what if you can use it in the right way, that's what we're leaning towards. So instead of it being the person who we're communicating the idea to, we're communicating it to this software, to this machine, to this
I
artificial intelligence.
I get what you're saying. I was saying as far as of right now, AI it pulls from information that's out there right now.
Yeah.
Versus what I'm saying is Steve Jobs. If I'm using Diddy and Steve Jobs and Elon, they're taking thoughts that are not out there yet and telling and communicating to people to create it.
Hmm. Hmm.
AI right now, if you go to ChatGPT gets all of its information from stuff that is already out there on the internet. It's not coming up with stuff.
Right. Right.
100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 band, 100 bands. Everybody has a six-figure goal, but they're thinking too small. They're only thinking of 100 bands, not realizing that six figures goes all the way up to 900K. And I was able to do that in my business with just one digital product. But it's not about how much came in, it's about how much that I lost out on because of information that I did not have. And I do not want you to go through the same thing on your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can create and scale digital products and digital assets. But not only that, I'm giving you the entire framework and system to take your own intellectual property, your own IP, getting in the right system to scale. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. So go ahead, click the link, and join me this upcoming Thursday. Steve Jobs says, "I need 1,000 songs in my pocket." Oh, okay, do it.
Hmm.
And I want it to be in a square that's this much with the one button and a circle around it.
Hmm.
And then I want those same 1,000 songs times 10 into my phone with no buttons.
Sound like
Steve, how are we supposed to do that? I don't know. Get it done.
that sound like ChatGPT though.
No, because there was no information about there on how to do it. You can't ask ChatGPT to do something that has not been done. It's pulling its sources from what is on the internet. These things were not even a thing.
So with artificial intelligence.
That's why I said not yet.
Okay.
I said in
Got
the stages now.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm back. I'm back.
It's basically like Google on steroids, and
Mhm.
that's why in the future, yeah, ChatGPT is such a great thing. But I feel like at some point, like Google's gonna smash it because Google already has all these decades of data
Mm.
that ChatGPT has to pull from. Google owns the data.
Mm.
It's like, yo, we got this much of a head start. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why whoever in ChatGPT, they gonna make they exit before because they gonna cash out. It's already billions on.
I mean, Microsoft just gave them a few billion,
I know, but
like billions.
Microsoft can't compete.
No, but I'm just saying, like, as far as
But I'm
like,
just saying, like when that's what I'm saying. Like when Google does it, you don't think they've been working on this stuff,
mm,
and it's more known. Last episode we were talking about it's not the best that wins; it's the most known that wins.
mhm.
Apple is n- Apple is not the best phone.
No, it's not.
Over 70% of cell phone users have iPhones though,
Mm-hmm.
because it's the best known. When you're
Mm-hmm.
the best known, you're perceived as the best.
Mm-hmm.
It's not though. Like if somebody was really to go down the specs of the phones and
Oh yeah, no,
stuff,
the Samsung is way better than Apple.
but who wants a Samsung? Not me.
I used to
I
be
got
that guy.
Apple.
I used to be that guy.
I got Apple.
Yeah.
I
Like
got
once
I got Apple.
once you get in the ecosystem, you gotta go full out because it makes everything so much easier,
I
bro.
know, but they branded themselves as that.
Yeah.
Like the best isn't the best most of the time is not the best. It's just the
Yeah.
most known.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta get yourself out there. And if you can get yourself out there first.
Mhm.
But Steve Jobs, and that's why I don't know. Have you seen the Steve Jobs movie
Mhm.
with the I don't know the actor's name. Think of have you seen any X-Men movies?
Yeah, for sure.
Think of who plays the younger Magneto.
Pff, mm, I don't have no
Then
point of
you ain't
reference for
seen no
that.
X-Men movie.
I can't think of that.
Um, what's his name, man? You'll know him if I. His name is Michael Fassbender. Oh,
That's a great name.
I'm sure I'm saying it
That's
wrong.
a great party name.
It's probably like Fassbender or
Like,
something. Yeah,
bro, that's a great party name. Hey, Mike Fassbender, come
it's probably
over.
like Fassbender because I don't think he's
Oh,
English.
yeah.
He plays Steve Jobs in the movie.
Mm,
I watched it on the. I
check
watched.
it out. Wait, I'm gonna do this for you just in case.
I watched it on a plane coming back from Dubai. I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, it was good. It was
From
solid.
for me,
Mm, gotcha.
it was good.
Yeah, you got what you needed from
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I like Steve Jobs. I be in here the other night. I was watching like an old Steve. Like he's really like the best ever.
Mm,
Like for real.
mm.
And I ain't talking about putting phones together. He's just the
Yeah,
best entrepreneur ever,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Visionary.
And that's what I'm saying. He's just able to effectively communicate his vision to the people that can do the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Jobs didn't know how to get none of that stuff done.
Yeah.
But he goes down as like the greatest mind that made all this stuff. He wasn't Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Bro, he's really sitting there and yelling at people. And I heard he was mean and stuff. And the movie helped me put like I know it's a movie, but it's
Mm-hmm.
somewhat visual to what like stories that I've heard and
Mm-hmm.
stuff that I've read about him just being a complete ass and everybody hating on him, man. Because it's like he's really got this thing that he wants to do
Mm-hmm.
and he wants to make, and there's no way to get it done. He don't care. Do it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, how?
Figure it
That's
out.
your job.
Right.
Figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, what?
Yeah.
And the movie doesn't go through its whole life. It only goes up until he gets back into Apple because people don't know he was the
Mhm.
CEO. Then they fired him.
Mhm.
Then he left. Then he came back. That's all it shows. It doesn't show anything about the iPod,
Mhm.
anything about uh the iPhones. It don't
Mhm.
go that deep. Like at the end, it shows him older with the black turtleneck and the
Mhm.
shorter hair because he used to have longer hair and stuff. I guess shows it, but it's just a clip, like a clip of like this is what happened in the future.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it don't talk about it.
Yeah.
You might see 3 minutes of that the whole movie, and it's just a sped up montage type of stuff.
Mhm.
So it only talks about the beginning. Well, not the beginning of when he's first introducing the first Mac computer. That whole stuff, failure, getting fired,
Mhm.
doing some other stuff, and coming back, movie. I'm like, just
Mhm.
from that, I'm like, yo, he cold.
Yeah.
Cause when he left, when they got rid of him, he made some new computer that didn't work.
Mm.
He was the only person that knew it didn't work.
Mm. And then what he do? He was like, "This doesn't work." And like canned it.
He didn't tell nobody it didn't work.
Uh.
He's just talking about all this amazing stuff that it does.
Mm.
It doesn't do nothing that he's saying that it does.
uh.
People that saying like, "Yo, when are you gonna do this? Like, you're gonna lose so much money." He's like, it basically comes out. He's like, "I know." He
Mhm.
tells his assistants, this one particular assistant has been with him through everything.
Mhm.
Like it's she's his right hand, like for real, for real. It's
Mhm.
like she's like his split star to Busta
Mm.
Rhymes.
That's a I see it. It's like
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
And when he finally told her to play, she was like, "You mean to tell me for all these years, like this ain't nothing quick,
Mhm.
all these years, you've just been working on getting back at Apple and having them bring you back on?" He's like, "Yeah." That's the whole purpose of this whole computer.
Mhm.
Because he knew whatever he was saying it had, Apple needed it. And he was putting this computer and this company in a position to where Apple would be forced to purchase them
Mhm.
so he could get back in
Mhm.
and then create it for the Apple Mac computers.
Mhm.
I was like, that boy cold.
Yeah.
He sits here and make this big hoopla. You know those things like they do now when they're introducing every new
Yeah,
Apple
yeah,
product
yeah.
or when Elon's
Mhm.
introducing new stuff. It's like one of these big things for this computer that don't work. It basically don't even turn on, bro.
Yeah.
And it's all just a play to get Apple to acquire the company
Hmm.
so he can put the processor that the computer doesn't have into the Max. You gotta watch the movie.
Yeah,
He's a cold
yeah.
dude, bro. And I heard a little bit about the story, but I didn't know until I
Mhm.
watched the movie. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even do that? Like, you just make up that's why I'd be like, that's his genius.
Mhm.
That dude a business dude. And the whole time like the movie, it starts off with they're introducing this Mac computer, like in one of them showcase things.
Mhm.
He wants it to say hello. Simple. Think of everything a computer can do now.
Mhm.
Back then, he just wanted the computer to say hello.
Mhm.
Because he's like, for the demonstration, he needs the computer to say, this is opening scene. I need the computer to say hello to everybody. Steve, it can't. Do it. Steve, the computer can't say hello to everybody. Like, I'm sorry, just present the computer. Like, it doesn't need to say hello.
Mhm.
We'll say hello on the screen. I wanted to say hello. Steve, the stuff starts in 2 hours, man. Well, got 2 hours to get it done. They're like, Steve, I'm sorry, there's nothing can be done. If this computer does not say done by the time I'm on this stage, let's say the guy's name is Jeff.
Mhm.
I can't remember the real guy's name. He's like, if this computer does not say hello by the time I'm on this stage to present, I have an interview with Time Magazine, and all of a sudden, the world is going to know that Jeff was supposed to have this computer say blah, 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 and that the computer didn't do what it was supposed to do. And the whole entire world will know that Jeff is incapable of doing his job, and Jeff will probably never work again
Hmm.
by the time he present on stage and say hello.
Hmm.
He like didn't give people an option to not
Yeah.
do the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm taking that as it just reiterated the fact of personal stuff that I've been through. It's like
Mm,
when you don't give yourself an option,
mm,
you're going to figure out a way to get it done.
yeah.
And Steve, he just repeatedly put these people in positions in super high level stressful positions, but they didn't have a choice to not
Mm,
do the thing.
mm. Man, that's
Like he's like you are going to be looked at as a pariah in this industry if this computer don't say hello. You're not gonna have a
yeah.
future if this computer don't say hello,
That
basically.
joint was like, hola, bonjour. Ciao, ciao.
Ohio.
They had it all lined up after that.
But just think what would
Aloha.
but just think, y'all, what would happen if you gave yourself literally no other option?
Hmm.
I know I've intentionally put myself in them positions multiple times. It's like, well, shoot, I don't got an option. Even just on some, it sounds like little stuff now, but it's a big milestone in my life. Even like when I moved into your crib,
Mm,
when I saved up that $1,200 moving in your spot, you was like, say, I was like, bro, I don't got an option.
mhm,
Even though realistically I did,
mhm.
but I brainwashed myself to like I could have always went back home and went to my mama's house.
Yeah, for sure.
But I like brainwashed myself to be like, I can't.
Mhm,
So I'm like, bro, I'm not about to be in your crib. I don't got no like. Say you're home and your mama's down here and your pops is over here and your granny's over here and your
mhm,
uncles. Like, bro, it's me. Like,
mhm.
I really came down there with that. Like, I lied to myself and told myself a story that like I ain't got nobody.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I got a mama back cross country and a daddy back cross country and like I could have, but I or when I decided to fire my job, I'm like, yo, if this don't work, I'm not gonna eat.
Mhm.
Realistically, I probably was gonna eat,
Yeah.
but I didn't give myself a because we live in America. I don't care what nobody says. You gonna eat in America.
Mhm.
When people be like, "Man, there's people out here starving," not really.
Yeah.
America got its problems, but food ain't one of them. It's fat homeless people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know if
Push come to shove.
I'm gonna eat. Hey, yo, most people they have a six-figure goal, but they're thinking too small. They're only thinking of 100 bands. You're thinking too small. We need to be thinking big. Six figures goes up to 900K, and I was able to do that in my business with just one digital product. But it's not about how much bread came in. It's about how much that I lost out on because of information that I did not have. And I do not want the same thing to happen to you along your entrepreneurial journey. So I'm hosting a completely free masterclass this upcoming Thursday, teaching how you can take your already existing skills and information that you already have, your own intellectual property, your IP, create digital products and digital assets with them. Not only that, but I'm giving you the entire framework, strategies, and system. And system, SYSTEM, stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money so you don't have to go through the same pitfalls that I had to go through along the way. So go ahead, click the link and register for the masterclass, and I will see you this upcoming Thursday. But people don't understand for success, people don't become successful or accomplish their goals because they don't have any um, consequences if they
Mhm.
don't achieve it.
Mhm.
So like I said, like That's why you got to get around people. If you have a accountability group and you all can keep each other accountable on what the consequence is going to be. Because somebody sit there and be like, "Oh, if I don't do this, my kids ain't gonna eat." You gonna feed your kids
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
don't do it. That's not a
yeah,
real consequence.
yeah.
Man, if I don't do it, man, I ain't gonna eat. Yeah, yeah, you are.
Mhm.
Like, what is it really going? One of my mentors, he told me that in a mastermind that he's in, he was supposed to do some type of event, and if he didn't do the event by this date, he would have had to give his ex-wife like $50,000 or something.
Mm.
He gonna do it.
Mhm.
Another one was like, if I don't do this, then we in the room and you start to point and be like, "What you gonna do if you don't do it?" Dude was like, I'm gonna give him my Lambo."
Mm.
Then everybody was like, "Oh, what you gonna do? I want it. I want it. If you don't do it." But it's like it gotta hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
It came to me. It was like, "What you gonna?" I was like, "Shoot, I get 10 rats from my begging ass cousin."
Mm.
Like I really despise like whenever they ask people for stuff and they like that really
Mhm.
would have like
Yeah.
dang
Be tough. Yeah.
yeah. I'm like if people set consequences for themselves, it's hard to set that consequence if you don't have anybody to hold you accountable because you
Yeah.
can sit there and not do nothing and
Yeah,
you
exactly.
like,
Well,
oh,
all right. Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Yeah.
That's what everybody does. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this tomorrow, and it
Mhm.
turn into tomorrow.
Mhm.
That's just that's just this video. Of this little kid is coming into my mind right now. He asked his mom to do something. She said tomorrow. He said, "Why you always saying tomorrow? Tomorrow, 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 tomorrow." But
That's why I be saying stuff out loud, like, cause I feel like that's not the only way, but it helps.
that's why I say stuff that I'm gonna do to social media and on this camera and stuff.
Mhm.
Because I'm like, I'll put it out there in the world and thousands of other people have seen it.
Mhm.
Even if they forget, in my brain, I'm like, these people that man, I done
Yeah.
told
Yep.
everybody.
Yep. 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 Exactly.
That's why I don't much agree with that work in silence. Oh, don't tell nobody you plant work in silence and just pop out.
Mhm.
I tell everybody what I'm about to do just so I feel like I done told people they looking. Now let's do
Yeah,
it.
you gotta do it. You
Rick
gotta
Ross got a lyric that I like on what song is it? Is it Family Ties? No. I can't think of it, but he said, I'm never quiet till my all my aspirations.
Mm.
I
Mhm.
said, I be. You know, I done told everybody everything.
Mhm.
And I go do it, and like, I be like, he says what he's gonna do. But I be
Yeah.
like, that'd be one of my motivating factors is that I done told all y'all what
Right.
I'm gonna do.
And it only works if you are interested in like keeping your word.
But I'm competitive. It'd be like a competitive type of thing. It's just like when them stories you hear at Jordan walking into the locker room before the game
Mhm.
and like, who guard me today?
Mhm.
First of all, I'm like, why y'all even let this man
Yeah.
which
Amen.
lets you know how much respect they have for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or or I heard one thing, I can't remember the playoff series. It might have been early Jordan against the
Mhm.
Cavs, when he hit the shot over Elo.
Mhm.
I think people put the Cavs in however many games. And before the final game that he hit the shot, he's going to the reports. He's like, "Well, I already took care of you,
Mhm.
took care of you, and today we take care of you."
Mhm.
Shot over Elo, it's good. Like you put it out there, so it's like you conjure up a new opponent or something that you gotta
Mhm.
beat. That's one
Mhm.
reason why I be doing it.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, you can compete with your competitors or the market or whatever, but a lot of this stuff you competing with yourself. So I have to
Mhm.
play mind games with myself and like make up these
Yeah. Cause you're
enemies.
with yourself all the time.
Yeah, like the last dance stop using Jordan again. You saw them things that he just made up in his head that didn't even
Mhm.
happen.
Mhm.
Oh, we're playing the Wizards, which were the Bullets back then. We're playing the
Mhm.
Bullets. This kid has a good game, blah, blah, blah. Says, good game, Mike. They played them away the very next game. It's like, oh, join goes at them, like
Mhm.
destroys them, dominates them. Come to find out, the dude never even said good game to Mike or nothing. He just made that up. But on the thing, Mike, like, not took that personally.
Yeah.
Shaq got a story where they were playing the Spurs in the playoffs, and David Robinson was always like getting the best of Shaq.
The Admiral.
Shaq said, and I've heard Kobe tell the same story too. Kobe said, and Shaq said, like they were on the bus, and Shaq was like looking different, and he was like, "Yeah, David Robinson, he wasn't a nice guy to me when I was a kid."
Hmm.
And Kobe was like, "Oh, okay, I know what this about to be."
Mhm.
Like, yeah. And he told this whole story about how David Robinson didn't sign his autograph and something. It never happened. Like Shaq just made it up.
Mhm.
Because it's like you gotta play these games with yourself.
Mhm.
So I'll do it. I'll go tell her, yo, hey y'all, this is what I'm about to do, blah, blah, blah. And this how I'm gonna do it. And then I'll be sitting there in the lab, or I'm putting, I'm putting it together. I'm like, yeah, they don't think I'm gonna do
Mhm.
it. Ain't nobody worried about me. But I gotta tell that to myself though.
Yeah, for sure.
People living their own lives. Look, y'all, I don't know if y'all know, don't nobody care that much about what y'all doing in y'all's life. They
Mhm.
living their own lives. They dealing with their own things. You are not on people's minds like that.
At all.
That's one reason why people won't post no content. They thinking they don't care. You are not that big of a deal. Trust me,
They don't think I'm gonna do it.
bro. I really be in there working. I'll be like, yo,
Yeah.
they don't think I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it. I don't know who they is, but I done told somebody. I done told a bunch of thousands of people. They all thinking about me every day. No, they not. But I'd be, yeah,
Yeah.
all right, watch this. And when I win, I don't even tell nobody when I won. But to me, I'd be like, yeah, yeah, I ain't think I was gonna do it. You ain't think I was gonna get that bag, did you?
In the face.
Yeah, you ain't think I was gonna get that bag,
Oh
huh?
man.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, made 10K in 23 minutes. Y'all ain't think I was gonna do that. But you gotta set these. It's just like them dog races with the little fake rabbit. Like you gotta
Mm,
set something to
mhm,
chase.
mm.
I saw something I posted on my story the other day. Uh, not Wes Welker. Who's the other little white receiver for the Patriots? That Edelman.
Oh yeah, yeah, Edelman, yeah.
I think is that his name?
Yeah, it's Edelman.
Edelman. He was telling a story about Tom Brady. He said they was in the weight room in the offseason working out.
Mhm.
Tom Brady had up on the whiteboard the location. He had a city written up on the whiteboard.
Mhm.
Edelman was like, "What's that city?" He was like, "That's where the Super Bowl's gonna be next season. That's where we
Mm.
going."
Mhm.
It's Tom Brady off season weight
Mhm.
room. Edelman was like, "Yeah, we gonna get you number 5. 5 Super Bowls to
Mhm.
pass Joe Montana because Joe Montana got 4." He said he stared him in his face, in his eyes, like piercing him through his eyes, and was like, "I'm not going for Montana. I'm going for Jordan."
Mm.
Tom Brady's thinking of a dude in a whole nother sport.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, nah, man, he got 6 rings. Like, I need 7.
Mm.
You talking about we going for 5 to pass up Joe?
Yeah.
What?
Hmm.
You gotta set these targets so you can chase.
Mhm.
Think everybody in football thinking this man chasing Joe Montana. Like, oh no.
He chasing Jeffrey.
He's chasing the dude that people say is the GOAT, period.
Mhm.
Because think Michael Jordan, he's the only take athlete out of it. He's the only person that when people are referring to the greatest in any other thing, they say he's the Jordan of that.
Mhm.
If somebody's a painter, oh, he the Jordan in painting.
Yeah. Yeah. That's real.
If somebody's a music artist, oh, they the Jordan of that.
Mhm.
He's like my nah, I'm going. Tom Brady wants to be like he's the Brady of that. Like that's
Mhm.
way,
Yeah, that's what you going after.
yeah. And I saw that, I was like, dang, they got
Different.
it. He way different than me. I'm not capable of that. I know I'm not, or I
Mhm.
would be that.
Mhm.
But I'm like, but it's something to. I do set stuff out, but I'm like, I don't got it like far out enough
Mhm.
or big enough. Like, but certain people, that's why they are the goats because they just wired different. Like they psycho, bro.
Yeah, yeah. It's the best word, psycho.
Kobe's psycho.
Mhm.
You know, one thing that really grinds my gears, bro, when other people be saying Mamba mentality. You're not.
Yeah.
You're not Mamba mentality. You're not Mamba mentality. I'm not Mamba mentality. You're not. It died with him.
Mhm.
Like for real. That dude was
Yeah.
different. I
Yeah.
hate when people be like, "Oh yeah, I'm on that Mamba." I'm like, "No, you not. Stop being. That's disrespectful
Yeah.
to say you Mamba mentality." Do you know what that man put into that? Like for, I don't think people really know.
They don't. And they won't know until the doc comes out, whatever that doc is.
I don't think they really. Nobody really knows what Kobe
Yeah.
put in. Like I don't think there's a living person, including Jordan, like they didn't put what Kobe put into it,
Yeah.
but he put it out there. Same thing as Brady. He was shooting for that Jordan.
Mhm.
Didn't quite make it there, but look at everything he put in there, attempting to get to that
Yeah.
goal because he put it out there. There's a reason why he switched to that 2-4. I
Mhm.
don't care what stories he tell about. Oh, I used to wear it in middle school. No, he wanted to pack 23. I'm one up.
Mhm.
There's a reason for that switch. Kobe sat there and said, "Oh, it used to be my old number." You can't find one picture with him using that.
Yeah.
Like he put that in his brain before he came in. That's what he was gunning for.
Mhm.
He even said his favorite player was Magic Johnson and stuff. But he knew what the best was.
Right.
You can't mold your game as your favorite when you gunning for the best. He had to mold his game from that. And then the negative knots that he does get, I'm like, how you get negative criticism for seeing what the best is
Yeah, emulate.
and molding your game to
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
and actually doing it better
Yeah.
than what the original did.
Yeah.
Like I know they're gonna go off of wins, losses, and championships and all that stuff, but as far as actually doing that,
Doing the thing, yeah. 2.0.
he was really 2.0
Mhm.
with a better jump shot and handle.
Yeah. The bean.
And ain't it the anniversary? I've been seeing
Mhm.
people post stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
dang, is it?
Yeah.
Man, rest in peace to Bean, man. Rest in peace to Kobe, man. Stop saying y'all Mamba mentality because y'all not. I'm not, you not, she's not, he's not, they not. It died with him, bro. And the people that really, really, really got it, they like a psycho like Tom Brady. I say he got it. He risked his family for it. He lost his family for it. He got it.
Mhm.
But outside of like that, maybe many don't got it.